Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and this has been a video 4 years in the making. I've been wanting to do this video since I started this channel, and I finally got my friend Mikey here with me. What's up, Mikey?
Today we're going to talk about Pokemon memory.
Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about Pokemon, you know, since it just came up with the 20th anniversary a couple weeks ago, and then we also got the announcement of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I gotta ask you, Mikey, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Well, I've got a couple different favorite Pokemons. I'd say, as far as kind of aesthetics and just if a Pokemon that I would say get a tattoo of, if I were to ever get a Pokemon tattoo.
Oh yeah,
would be Haunter.
Oh yeah.
Not Gengar, because I mean most people I feel like go for the final evolution.
That's actually what I was gonna say for mine. Yeah. I love Gengar,
but I don't know. I think he looks chubby.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah,
he's chubby.
The Haunter's just cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very it looks like Haunter looks like he would be on an album cover, like for some like crazy metal band. I could see that, but yeah, I mean, you know, you and I have known each other now for I don't know, maybe like 14 years, and one of the things that made us, you know, good friends was talking about Pokemon. And you know, when we first met, we were in high school, and you know, back then Pokemon was going through kind of a stale moment. You know, so you know, what are some of your earliest memories of Pokemon, like before I met you?
Well, actually, this is when I brought this. My first memory of Pokemon was looking in the August 1998 issue of Nintendo Power, and I found this.
That is awesome.
Which, you know, this kind of set it off for me. I think I remember seeing maybe something about Pokemon when it was still Pocket Monsters before it came out here. But this, as soon as I got this, I have to have this game.
Yeah, because at that time when Pokemon was first announced, I mean, the big thing was like Tamagotchis and all these virtual pets, you know, and
Digimon.
Yeah,
of course,
Digimon.
that you could fight just like Pokemon.
Yeah, and what was interesting was Nintendo took that popularity and they essentially made a basic Japanese RPG.
Pretty basic, very basic.
Yeah, and it was a great way. And you know what's funny is a lot of people, this was their first RPG too. Oh yeah. You know, and I remember when I first played it, you know, I saw that issue too, and it really just the characters and the concept really attracted me. And when I first got it and I played it, it clicked because I had already played JRPGs beforehand, like Dragon Warrior and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this is like a game where I have pets and I can train them and I can fight stuff. That was the coolest thing about it. And it just the whole fact they had the yellow, the blue and the red too.
Well, one of the things that initially attracted me to Pokemon was the fact that, you know, you're not some legendary hero, you know. I mean, to a certain extent, kinda, a little bit. But you're a 10-year-old kid, which I think that was about maybe a little bit after I was, you know, I don't remember how old. I don't remember how old I was at this point, but
old enough.
You felt like you know, every kid I feel like wanted to stay out past dark and wanted to go and feel like they were their own person that could do whatever. And Pokemon kind of gave you that. Yeah. You know, they gave you, here's, you know, hey, here's your Pokemon, here's your Pokedex, now get the fuck out of here. And that was what every kid wanted, was just to go and do. I mean, granted, it's not really, with all the child molesters and everything, it's not really a realistic thing, but it was a cool fantasy that felt like related to, I mean, obviously related to a lot of kids. Yeah,
because you know, it was like, you know, growing up and going out and catching bugs, but now you can catch bugs and have them fight other things. And you know, the thing that really interested me about it was, I was mentioning earlier about Pokemon Blue and Red. You know, this was such a great marketing thing for Nintendo, because as you guys know, you know, Pokemon Blue had certain Pokemon, Pokemon Red had certain Pokemon, and this is gonna bring me to one of the most one of the things I hated about Pokemon, and that is the fucking link cable.
Oh yeah. Well, that and you know, you always ended up hanging out with kids that you pretty much hated just to get their Pokemon.
Yes,
because they had a lot of Pokemon because they didn't have any friends, so pretty much they just played Pokemon a lot. And then you were like, hey, trade me that and I'll trade you back. And
I have a funny story about that actually. There was I hung out with a kid like that.
Everyone did.
And got his Pokemon. And I felt kind of like an asshole because afterwards he was like still wanting to hang out. And he was like wanting me to come over and watch the Pokemon cartoon on VHS because that was like a big thing too. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, man, I can't come over. My mom's crazy. She doesn't really like me going to people's houses.
That wasn't entirely a lie.
No.
I mean.
But yeah, I mean, it was funny. And of course the link cable, I mean, you know, it was like that one kid that had the link cable was like automatically the cool kid at that point because not everyone had one, you know. Yeah. And, you know, after Pokemon Red and Blue, then Yellow came out, and where were you at that point in Pokemon when they started evolving series-wise?
Well, I remember when Gold and Silver came out, I felt like I was a little, I don't know, too old, or just felt like, oh, I'm too cool for this. This is kid stuff. But I got it anyway, and it still ended up being probably my favorite Pokemon game, at least my favorite generation.
Yeah.
And but after that, you know, there was the Ruby and Sapphire, and I always felt like the Game Boy Advance was, I don't know, it was in an awkward stage for handhelds in a similar way that I felt, say, like the PlayStation 1 was like the stuff that they were trying to do, they didn't quite have the power to do it that well. Yeah. So it ended up being kind of awkward. Yeah. And I mean, granted, I didn't really I didn't play the third generation. I still haven't. But then of course, you know, Diamond and Pearl came out.
Yeah, and that's when we met. We were a little older. We had already graduated high school, and I was actually working at Babbage's at the time, and we heard that Pokemon Pearl and Diamond was coming out for the Nintendo DS, and that did it. It felt like Pokemon again.
Yeah.
You know, and it was great because it was our time, you know, because we talked about Pokemon in the past tense because we hadn't been playing it anymore. Yeah. But this was a chance that, you know, we kind of relived our childhood. We felt nostalgia, and we got to play it, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Diamond and Pearl, and ever since then, you and I have had this little thing that when Pokemon comes out, we always decide which version to get. You know, and we take turns. We take turns. Like, you know, you'll be like, oh, you know, I got Diamond, so I would get Pearl. You know, and this kind of brings a little bit to the close a little bit. We're going to talk about Sun and Moon, and you've already made your decision. You're getting
I'm getting Moon.
Yeah, you're getting Moon. I'm getting Sun.
Sailor Moon.
So what are some things that you're looking forward to, and some things that you would like to see with this brand new Pokemon?
Well, with the with X and Y, I felt like they did a really good job with some of the more obscure, I guess, training, IV trail, the EV training, and they made that a little more streamlined with the, I forget what it's called, but there's the little kind of mini games that you play that boost up those stats that otherwise you'd have to go and you'd have to find whatever Pokemon to fight that would raise your strength EV or your speed. It was a pain in the ass. And I hope that they bring some more of that to, say, breeding and other things to kind of streamline some of that stuff that you almost have to just manipulate the game, and that's kind of what it is. Yeah. And I feel like it's very a lot of that stuff is very time consuming, and you know, with a person with a job and, you know, things going on, an adult, which I guess we're not. Yeah. It's not really geared towards us necessarily, but
that is one good thing about being handheld, though.
It's true.
You know.
But yeah, I hope that they streamline some of those things like they have done with X and Y, and I think they carried some of that over to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But yeah, I hope they make some of that stuff a little bit easier to kind of get a hold on.
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to, because you were talking about mechanics, I'm looking forward to what they're going to be doing, you know, graphically and visually to it too. I mean, with it being called Sun and Moon, I'm wondering, is it going to be like, instead of us being on one continent, like it's always been are we going to be on different planets?
We're going to go on the sun.
Yeah, we're going to go on the sun.
There's tall,
find the ultimate fire Pokemon.
The tall grass on the sun.
But, you know, like, go to different planets, you know, maybe find, it'll be like alien kind of Pokemon and stuff like that. I mean, that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. I did enjoy, I felt like with X and Y, it really stepped up the ante with the online trading and the online fighting. I mean, that's one of the things that kind of turned me off going to the Pokemon 20th anniversary. They re-released Red, Blue, and Yellow. I was all about it.
Yeah.
But what really turned me off was they wanted to have it completely feeling like 1999 and include a link cable in the sense of local Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That turned me off, and that made me not kind of want to get it. Because I already got the game, so... Yeah.
Well, it's a smaller game anyway. I mean... I think it's kind of stupid. They're like, we want to bring back the feel of the link cable. We fucking hated the link cable.
Yeah, exactly.
It was cool for what it did, but
that's all we had.
It's like if you were sitting around, you know, it's like, oh, we want to bring back. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to think of some piece of obsolete technology that they're like, we want to bring back the feel of that. Like, the only reason we liked it is because that was all we had at the time.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You know, another one I could think of course, was Missing No from the original Pokemon series. The Missing No glitch, and how I caught that, even though my friends told me not to catch it, and it made my save completely die. What was that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. There was one thing that you were going to ask about. I think you were going to ask me about some not so good memories.
Oh yeah,
that we had about Pokemon, and I have at least one, if I can remember what the other one was. But when I got a Game Boy Color, and I was really excited because, you know, it sort of retroactively added color to regular Game Boy games.
Right.
And I remember being in the mall. I think we were in Belk's or something. I just got the thing, and I was so stoked. And I put my Pokemon Red in, and it deleted the save.
Oh shit!
It just deleted it, and I don't know why. I turned it on, it was gone. And this wasn't the first time that this had happened. It happened in a totally different context, but I let my cousin borrow my Pokemon Blue.
Oh no!
And I was like, or I let her borrow it, or like let her just play it. And I was like, you can play it, but don't save.
I've heard that story so many times.
And you know what happened.
Yeah, she saved.
And it was gone. So I don't have any of my original Pokemon, because I did have, and the thing that sucks about the Game Boy Color was the fact that I had all 151 because I don't remember if it was there was a way that you could get Mew from, like, through a glitch, or through, it might have been like a Game Gear thing or something. I really don't remember, but my Pokedex was full, and they were gone. They were all gone.
That just makes me sick thinking about that. But yeah, I mean, I had something similar to that, but it was my fault because, you know, the Missing No glitch, you know, it would multiply the 6 item in your inventory. And my friend told me at the time, he was like, yeah, he showed it to me, and he was like, whatever you do, don't catch this Pokemon. You know, don't catch it. And I'm like, all right. I thought he was bullshitting. He just didn't want me to catch the Pokemon.
Because it was so good.
Yeah, he didn't want me to, like, kick his ass with this new Pokemon. So I used my Master Ball that I had like 99 of, along with my rare candies, and I caught him, and it totally wiped out my cart. And every time I would try to save it, it kept wiping out. I ended up having to get a new one at Walmart back when the return policy was not as strict. But good old memories. But anyway, guys, this was some of our Pokemon memories, and what I want you guys to do is leave a link or comment below. If you make a video response, definitely leave a link. We'd love to hear from you guys. But tell us some of your Pokemon memories growing up with this, what now, 20 years old series. Holy shit, I can't believe it's that old. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming. Can't get enough of Excess Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on Podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support and happy gaming.